Namaste everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel English Raju. In this video, we are going to discuss noun. In my previous video, I have mentioned what is parts of speech and how do we divide the speech into 8 parts. So, now we are going to discuss individually, in detail information about each and every parts of speech. And among those 8, the first in this video we are specially going to learn the noun. So, what is noun? Everyone knows that noun, it's a name. Name of all. Name of a person, name of a place, name of a thing, name of a color, name of a quality, whatever it is. If it is a name, that is noun. If it is a name, that is noun. And the importance of noun, I think I no need to tell you all, because without noun, it is highly impossible to utter someone, to describe someone, to tell something about to someone. So, it will be completely clumsy without noun. So, that much importance we have to the noun. And this noun is divided into two categories, that is concrete noun and abstract noun. Concrete noun and abstract noun. First, we shall discuss what is concrete noun. Concrete noun means which we can see and touch. Generally, at the construction also we know very well, we have the concrete to apply to the building. In that concrete, we add sand, bricks or stones, water, air. All these things we add in that, and everything we can see and touch except the air. So, concrete means which we can see and touch. That is called as concrete noun. And again, this concrete noun divided into 4 categories. The first one is proper noun. Concrete noun divided into 4 categories. First one is proper noun. What is proper noun? Proper means exact. I have a book. Book is not the proper noun. I have an English textbook, also not a proper noun. I have a 10th class English grammar textbook, perfect name. I am a man, not the proper noun. I am a boy, not a proper noun. I am Raju is a proper noun. The exact name. When you say something about exact name, then it is a proper noun. So, proper noun means exact name of any. Suppose soap, not the proper noun. Synthol, Medimix, Lux. When you describe pen, not a proper noun, but Reynolds blue pen, Montex blue pen. When you mention the particular name, at that time we call it as proper noun. So, here the examples Raju, Venni, Hyderabad, so and so, we can go on unlimited. Next, common noun. Group name of same class or group name of same gender is considered as common noun. Common, boy, it is a male gender, group name. Girl, female gender, group name. Mother, same. Father, brother, sister. In such a way, if you add a group name to the same gender or to the same class, that is called as common noun. Next, we have collective noun. Collective also a group name only. But in this, we add all together. Different classes, different genders will be adding in that. Try to understand the difference between common and collective, because both indicate group name. But common noun means group name of same gender, where collective noun means group name of different gender. See, parent, male, female, both are added, because parent means mother or father. Student, boys and girls all together considered as student. Teacher, it might be a lady or gent, but most of us are getting the confusion. Teacher means only to the ladies. No. Lady means miss, madam. Gent means sir. But all together come under the category of teacher. So, teacher is a collective noun. Student, parent, teacher, management. These are the collective nouns, because it is also a group name. People, pupil, collective noun, because in that we are adding all together. Next, material noun. We know one material very well. Study material, dress material, but not that material. So material in the sense the main vessel which we use, like name of metals. Name of metals come under the category of material noun. Metal means gold, iron, silver, platinum, lead, all these. And name of solids also under the category of material noun, like a sand, brick, rice, sugar. Next, liquids. I think I no need to tell you what are the liquids here. So water and gases, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, and all its emissions. Here we have a doubt. So concrete noun means which we can see and touch, but we cannot see the gas. How it comes under concrete noun? There is a reason. So under the concrete we have a type that is material. If you consider the gases, we use them as a material in the form of some other gas cylinders are there, breathing is there, so we are using them as a material. That's the reason we have taken them into the category of material noun. So concrete noun means four types: proper, common, collective, and material. And the second one is abstract noun. What is abstract noun? Which we cannot see and touch actually. It's a status, it's a field. Name of the field or name of the status is considered as abstract noun. Generally, if I wanted to construct a home, I need to go to an engineer. He will give me an abstract plan. That means on paper he will say this is kitchen, this is bedroom, this is hall, this is a temple. In such a way he gives a clear information. This is balcony, this is parking place, this is gardening, this is lawn. In such a way they give the description on paper. That is called as abstract idea. Same way abstract noun means it is also a name, but quality name. Quality name. And you should not get confusion over here, quality name, because there is a difference here. How can I identify the difference between quality and quality name? Because quality means adjective, quality name means noun, and this point is the most useful in most of the competitive examinations. Quality adjective, quality name noun. Suppose if I take the example of good, is it quality or quality name? Of course quality, so adjective. Goodness, name of that quality, so noun. So as like that, with some of the suffixes, particularly with some of the suffixes, we can identify whether it is adjective or noun. Then what is the meaning of suffix? Try to understand. Suffix means the alphabet. Suffix means the alphabet which we add at the end of the word to change its parts of speech. Same meaning but a different parts of speech. Suppose see here, create. I have added ity. Create is a verb, but when I added ity, it is converted into noun. Suffix means group of alphabet which we add at the end of word to change its parts of speech, but not the meaning. Meaning is okay, but the parts of speech will be changed over here. So there are some suffixes to identify the noun. The suffixes are ance, ence, ion, sion, tion, ity, ness, ment, ship, hod, etc. So if you have any one of these suffixes, we should blindly consider it as noun. Independence, intelligence, permission, creation, creativity, goodness, kindness, treatment, friendship, childhood, brotherhood, sisterhood. In such a way, there are many words where we generally get confusion between adjective and noun. So if you have these suffixes in your mind, you can blindly identify that it is a noun. Let me tell you the suffixes once again. ance, ence, ion, sion, tion, ity, ness, ment, ship, hod, etc. So these are some of the suffixes to identify the noun, and especially these suffixes are the most useful when you get the confusion between adjective and noun. And of course, for adjective also we have some suffixes to identify, that we shall discuss in the topic of adjective. Okay, so this is the main information about the noun, and apart from that there is a little more information about that, that is a number. Number case. Number means everyone knows, singular, plural. Singular means one, beyond the one or more than one if you have, that is called as plural. And of course we have gender also in the noun, masculine gender, feminine gender and neuter. Masculine means male, feminine means female, neuter means common, all the things. Okay, so but majorly which we have to remember is the types of nouns: concrete, abstract. In concrete, 4: proper, exact name; common, group name of same gender; collective, group name of different gender; material, name of metal, solid, liquid and gases; abstract, it is the name of quality or it is the name of status, it is the name of field. And how can I identify? Through the support of some of the suffixes. Suffix means at the end of word, whatever we add the alphabet are considered as suffix, but all the alphabet which we add at the end are not considered as the suffix. Example, creativity, ity suffix, but pity, ity is not suffix, because by removing these you cannot frame another word with the same meaning, so we should not consider. But here ity if you remove, you can create, creation, create also. Same way independent, removing means independence has come. Such a way, if you remove that alphabet also, it should give the same meaning with other parts of speech, then only we should consider it as suffix. So this is the major information regarding the noun. I hope it is very clear to all, and wait for my next video which tells about the pronoun. Thank you all.